They paid Maajid Nawaz more than $3 million US for his trouble. $3 million bucks, that is a staggering sum to be awarded at trial, but to pay that out as a preference to going to trial. What was the SPLC afraid of? I mean, what did they do in secret that would come out in public? What would be revealed by the lawsuit? Of course, what they did in public was damaging to Nawaz, but to pay $3 million for that? I think that the SPLC wasn't just paying to repair his reputation, but to keep their own reputation intact. I can only imagine what they were afraid would come out in court about their malice, or who's really pulling the strings in their decisions of who to hate and who not to hate. I think they were afraid of their records being made public. And the surrender was so fast, so fast. It's great. And now I see that Ayan Hirsi Ali is thinking of suing too. She absolutely should, of course. And she should either take her $3 million bucks or press on to see what documents will be revealed, what internal communications and decisions have been made. See the emails, the minutes of their private meetings. The SPLC are professional serial slanderers. Not just that, but they do it as a business. They receive support from the organizations that ask them to censor, especially in Silicon Valley. It's a very profitable business, isn't it? But they're planting their slanders around the world, extremely damaging. And so they themselves, if ever taken to task, could pay out huge damages to those they've smeared. There must be 100 Maajid Nawazes out there. Maybe not all of them as media friendly as him, but surely a dozen of them are. But look at this. Look at who has just set up a Canadian branch plant. The SPLC has given a grant to a Canadian colony run by notorious hucksters Evan Balgord and Bernie Farber, called the Canadian Anti-Hate Network. It's funny because they sure hate a lot of people themselves, namely conservatives who disagree with them, like us here at The Rebel and our viewers. In fact, let me quote from this story. I went to the Rebel Media Conference. The anti-Islamophobia M103 motion was the theme. The crowd was over 1,000 people, and there were strong emotions in that crowd. At one point, one of the speakers encouraged people in the crowd to stand up, pointed the journalists on the edge, and shout fake news at us. That was the first time I'd seen that happen in Canada. Yeah, Evan, that's called dissent. It's called disagreeing. It's legal in Canada still. Evan Balgord has made a name for himself online, consorting with violent Antifa types. And Bernie Farber is the chief advocate of censorship in Canada. They're both fools. Again, the two will make money off their scandal mongering, won't they? But maybe the answer up here is the answer that Maajid Nawaz found out over there. Sue the bastards, make them back up every allegation, make them justify every slander, especially in light of their notorious malice. I noticed just this weekend that Evan Balgord signed up as a premium member of The Rebel. Hello, Evan, you foreign-funded censor. The world now knows that you work for a corrupt organization that calls anyone they disagree with racists, just for fun and profit. We know you're liars. Your U.S. master just admitted to being liars, and they just paid $3 million in the process. We won't be reluctant to sue you for your smears either. And we'll do our best to encourage other conservatives to stand up to the slanders of the alt-left, especially those who would bring disreputable foreign tactics to Canada. That's an excerpt from my daily TV show, The Ezra Levant Show. Normally it's behind a paywall, but I thought you'd like this video, so we put it on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to watch the daily show every day, including always 2 interviews a day, and I read my hate mail, just click on this screen and become a premium member.